if you want to message me for any questions, please do message me. Everything's under my name, and I don't have any other. So, and you all know the Meri Atelier, so you can always ask her for questions. And if you need a lead or you can't remember something, please, okay, here goes Ann. There's Ann. And I believe Becky at AuntBecscreations did some creating with Ann today. See what they're going to do and see what it's related to.
Hi, Candy. How are you, Ruth? Good to see you again.
For me, so
Donna, good to see you.
Take a sailboat down to Ann and see what she's got for us.
Yeah.
So you all go.
It'd be hard to sail down to me, but that's,
Good night, sweetheart. She's up late after midnight.
Hi, Lon and Shelley and Dorinda. How are you?
I know I did see your all's names. So thank you for
Beth's
coming.
Still talking.
You guys,
so.
I love you.
Hi, Patricia. How are you tonight?
So go to Ann's. Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
Beth. Good night. Nice job, Beth.
Let's go fly.
Oh, wow. Hi, Aunt Becca. How are you?
Good night. Bye. There's the red.
Okay. Hi, Brenda. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see everybody. I'm going to turn the volume off here. Let's see. All right. It's Friday night, another Friday night, and it's the second Friday of the month. Hi, Joy. Good to see you. Barbara Clock, good to see you. Mary, again, good to see you. I got to see you today. And Deborah Brown, good to see you. And Gail. The good old regulars, it's always good to see all of you. And we are traveling. And some of us have done a lot of traveling. Something that's called a skinny mini folder. And I wish I was skinny. I am mini, but I'm not skinny. And there's going to be a lot of, hi, Lori. And yeah. To be a lot of scoring. So you know what? Hi, Devin. It's maybe if you're out, and you want to score a date or something. So there will be a lot of scoring and cutting, and it's a lot, which is a little bit difficult. I did not post the YouTube link for all of this. Becky's got it covered, so it'll all be good. Because I don't know how long this is going to take. I was too early. So I'm going to kind of go in slow motion. Just kidding. I probably won't finish. So again, this is a skinny mini, and it's a type of journal, and it's got some interesting little twists and everything. And it's going to need 3 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. Sheets. So, hi, Malia. How are you? And Joy and Mina and Janet USA. Yes. I found some brown stuff, and I'm not going to, well, maybe if I raise up, this is my very complicated zoom in and zoom out. It's my arm. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 12 by 12 sheet, and yeah, you have the link. And I'm not going to be able to follow chat too well, which, I never really do. But in the first cut of the evening is we're going to cut 8 5/8. Don't you love those 5/8 things? I don't know about you, but I've literally I have to count the little 8 things. And please, don't mind me while I count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 8 5/8. I'm cutting this 12 by 12 scrapbook page to 8 5/8. What I'm going to do with this, throw it in the back. Now, it's time to do some scoring. Yes. There's a lot of, I know I don't have a mod, Mary. I don't know what to do. Do I need a mod? You think some evil person's going to come in here? I'll take my chances. You do the same thing? Okay. Thank you, Becky. Yes. Let's see. Aunt Beck will be up next. Okay. Assign one. All right. Make Becky. Do you mind, Becky? Can I, what I do? Just click on Becky? And then add a mod? Okay. And then that's it. Thank you, Becky. I don't know what I'd do without you. I thought you were a mod too. And Arlene's not feeling well, and she did message me. So I just want her to rest. So it's all good. I've got Aunt Bex. She's an experienced mod. And that way she can drop. Oh, that's true. Very good. Good point, Mary. Excellent. Now we have my 12 by 8 5/8. And now we're going to score. Now this paper is kind of bumpy. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. And it's kind of like Braille, but I'm going to be scoring. And the first score we're going to make is 3 inches. And let me see if I can zoom in. This is really funny because I don't have any software on this phone at all. 3 inches. So that's right here. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. With all these little bumps, it's going to be like whack-a-mole. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see. I never thought about the bumps. It's bumping all over the place. It's going to be interesting, Becky. All right. So 3 inches is the first score mark. The second score mark is 7 1/4, which is nicely marked in. Whoa. I was watching the morning streams, in bed, of course, because they were early, but I was watching Janet and a couple of the other streams, and all of a sudden, everything went out. The next score mark is 7 3/4. And all of a sudden, it said, you're offline. Retry again. Sorry, retry, sorry. So I kept on trying, and nothing. All of a sudden, I had lost my internet connection, just like that. Now, story to continue. Now, the thing they want you to do, obviously, eventually you're going to fold this. And, I didn't give any thought about this paper not being conducive to folding with all these little bumps. But they're asking you to round these corners. And I'm going to take out my handy dandy rounder and give it a little snip and a little snip. Okay. And we're going to kind of fold this. This is kind of weird. It's very Braille-like, obviously. And this is, this, I'm not going to be lying when I say there are several kind of steps to this, but wait until you see the end product. It's going to be, what? Becky and I decided to go in and collaborate, and I'm doing kind of like part 1, which is the measuring and cutting to a certain extent, and then Becky, I'm doing actually part 1 and 2, and Becky's going to pick up at part 3 and 4 and wait. And oh my gosh, you got to hang around. Don't go anywhere, because what Becky does is wow. All right. So, hi, Nettie. Good to see you. Rounded on the left-hand side. Yes. Okay. Now, we're going to put this aside, and I don't want to put it aside too far because I will probably lose it. You know, it's so crazy when you're crafting and you think you're all set, and then all of a sudden you'll lose stuff. Next. Oh, you're supposed to cover this piece with something. And I measured this, and I will come back to that after I get the other stuff. But you're going to put a piece of paper here. But that shall be continued. Okay. I hope everyone's doing well. Anyway, the lawn maintenance people were doing the lawn today, and these guys come around with the those weed whackers, and they don't look where they're going. And I tell you, it's a racket. Things, dirt and pieces of wood are flying, banging the side of the house, and they severed my cable line. And this is the second time they've done that. They just cut it. And side 2, piece 2, story to be continued, 12, and we're supposed to cut it at 10.5. So now I have to swap out this big piece of furniture and bring in the handy dandy. This is, I tell you what, I made one earlier. When this is all said and done, I am exhausted. So this piece is going to be cut. I can go whoop, so you can see. Aren't you impressed? So 10.5. 10.5. That's an easy one. So this is the second 12 by 12 sheet cutting. And these Fisker things, I'm sorry, are not very accurate, but I didn't want to bring out the guillotine because that's even more bigger and more awkwarder. Okay. So now we have the 12 by 10.5. And now we are going to do some more scoring. We're very busy on this Friday night. We're doing a lot of scoring. Hi, Barb, et al., or etc. I'm showing off our research paper Latoni. All right. So this one is going to be 1 3/4. So here's 1, and this is, whoops, we'll zoom in. Can you see? I don't know. I don't know whether you really need, I think you get it, but 1 3/4 is the next score. Oh, these little bumps are, it's like a ping, oh my God. Becky, this was a bad choice. It's like a ping pong ball. All right. Not a good choice. Oh God, this is funny. If you could, oh my God, it's texture. We were talking about texture today, right? Texture. Well, I've got texture. Oh my gosh, this is really not easy. It's like a pinball machine. Oh Lord, I'm sorry about this, folks. Again, I figured, oh, this is so cool. It's bumpy. Well, all right. The next cut is 5. I know. I never thought about it either. It's 5 7/8. So now we've got to do 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I got to press really hard. Now the little bone thingy creaser thing that came with this thing was a very nice turquoise thing, and it fell off my cliff, Mary. I have a cliff where this is, and it's it's gone forever. So now I'm using one of these things. 6 1/8. So we're making gossets. If you hadn't figured that out, we're making gossets so we can, gosset one into one another. We're having very, very, very dry, hot in Melbourne, Florida. No rain. So I called Spectrum, who is our cable provider, and I talked to a lovely lady named Ashley. Ashley is my new best friend, if you know what I mean. I don't know where Ashley was. She could be anywhere, but I told her the gist of my problem. And she said, oh, I don't know that anybody could come out today. And I said, oh, I am live streaming and I have to have my internet now. I'm sure they must hear that all the time. So I'm sure they're not impressed because everybody's live streaming, zooming and zooming. Anyway, she said, well, let me check. And darned if they didn't have a guy that was available at between 3 and 4. Next, 10 1/4. And he arrived early. And I'm telling you, it was hotter than hell. And I was telling Becky that I hobbled out to the side of my yard with my cane because the grass is very uneven, just to see whether my theory about the weed whacker dude severing the cable, and I was right. And there was like a little electrical box, and there was leaves in it, and I kind of used my cane and opened it, and in there was a big old friggin' frog. And I didn't tell the guy about the frog. And I figured, well, as we discussed earlier today in Becky's chat, we figured those cable guys have probably seen a whole lot worse than a couple of frogs. At least it wasn't a snake. But Ruth was saying, well, I doubt the frog. I was trying to picture a frog carrying leaves up and making a nest, because frogs don't do that kind of thing. So some other critter must have built a nest, because all these leaves came tumbling out. But where the cable was severed, he didn't have to go anywhere near that box. But he was out there for quite some time. And I figured the longer he was out there, the better it was, because you know what that meant to me? That meant to me that he was fixing it. He wasn't calling somebody and saying, because initially Ashley was saying, oh, if it's a severed cable, that's a whole different story. We have to create a different ticket for that. And I didn't say anything. Oh, no, don't. We don't want a separate ticket for that. We want it fixed like today. I didn't get the gentleman's name, but about 15, 20 minutes later, he came back and he fixed it. And I told him what I thought had happened. He said, yep, that's exactly what happened. He didn't have any kind words for the lawn maintenance guys. He kind of called them not real bad, because he wouldn't curse in front of me. And I offered him a bottle of ice cold water. And he was very, very happy to get that, because on being out on the side of the house in the sunlight, I'm guessing it was probably 95 degrees at least. As you can see, I am folding and using my nails and folding and using my nails and folding, creating a gusset or a gusset. Did I get them all? Yes, Beck, I did get them all. Okay. I know this is rather overwhelming, and believe me, it was rather overwhelming for me also. And this is the third one I've made, and it's still overwhelming for me. All right, here we go. I'm going to go like so and like so. This is kind of weird. I wonder what this would be in Braille. It would be like the same letter. Oh, just kidding. See, like the cable guy said that what line set too long. Apparently the line on the weed whacker is only supposed to be so long, and these guys alter those machines and have the line much longer than it's supposed to be, so they don't have to walk as far. But so they had a longer line because that cable line is closer to the house. And so, and it's funny, when the guy arrived, he said to me, this is kind of creepy. He said, this incident happened at about 9 a.m. this morning, correct? And I went, yeah, that's exactly when it happened. That's when the lights went out in terms of watching my fellow streamers. It was kind of weird. Okay, now, I'm sure you're wondering where we go from here. And so am I. I'm just kidding. I do know. You're supposed to, now we have to do some cutting. We're done scoring, and now we're going to, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Becky, I almost forgot. Now we have to do a 1-inch score here. Is that, I'm on the right side, right, Beck? I think I am. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do a 1-inch score down the side here. I tell you, I'm really surprised that I even know what I'm doing. But I guess if you do it enough, you're going to, oh, did I do that right, Beck? Ooh, 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 ooh. Did I do it? Oh, wow. Metal, that is like, that is nasty. That is, whoa. Becky, did I do that on the wrong side? Was I supposed to score it on, I'm trying to look. After you score 1 inch on the 10.5 side. Okay. So, oh, okay. So I didn't screw up. I did it on this. You sure? All right. After you score 1 inch each on the 10.5 side. Okay. I don't think that's right. You okay. On the 10.5 inch side or the 12-inch half side, you do the 1 inch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. Inside 12-inch cut out. Oh, I know. On 10.5 inch side. Yep. Up. Score 1 inch. Yep. Why would I question Becky? All right. Okay. Oh, the one I did earlier to test the time, I did it on the wrong side. All right. Got it. So on the 10.5 inch side, you're going to do another 1 inch score. Yes. And you're supposed to do, you do the, okay. I have too much wine already. Talk about, yeah. I hear you, Barb. Okay. Let's see. The decorative thing is supposed to be here, right? Okay, here. You do the decorative thing here. Now, I don't have one of those decorative. I have one of those things, but they don't work for me. So I'm going to have to cheat and use scissors. See, it's getting even more interesting. We're scoring and we're snipping and we're, okay. Yeah, this is going to go right here. All right. So I'm just going to do kind of cheat and use these. Now, Becky has beautiful, those things that, you know, those edger things. And I have one that I can't manage because I never get it to. So this is going to be a little sloppy, but all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Patience, folks. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm telling you, hang in there because Becky is not going to disappoint. Oh, I really screwed that up. Sorry, folks. Woo! Okay. All right. Just throwing stuff behind me, right? What the heck? The cleaning lady will get it. Ha, 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 ha. There's no cleaning lady. All right. Now, we're going to cut. And must have autofocus on. Oh, no, I don't. I am autofocus. My arm is autofocus. I just, is that okay? Am I out of focus? It looks good to me, but that doesn't mean anything. Anne has tonight's schedule listed in this group. I do. I do. I managed to get that done today. All right, so we're going to cut a snip here. And a snip here. And we're going to cut all the way across here. I know, folks, this is very complicated, but, you know, if you do it 3 or 4 times, it gets easier every time you do it. Honestly, I'm serious. And then we're going to do a little snip here. And a little snip here. And a snip here. And a snip here. Now, I didn't measure that, but now we're going to get to the middle thing here. And we're going to cut this out like so. We're just making like little slanty doohickey things, you know. You can figure out what we're doing here, what I'm doing here. And then we got to cut this out too here. And we're going to cut this out here. Wow, I tell you what, oh my gosh, these bumps are, oh, oops, uh-oh. I was afraid I was going to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Time out, time out. Time out. Time out. I have to call in the EMTs. Emergency media technician. I screwed up. This has to be here. So I'm sorry, folks. A little media first aid. Woo, 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 woo. There. That didn't hurt too much. Oh, okay. Well, you need to keep this thingy here, and I cut this thingy off. Whoops! I cut this thingy off here. So that's what I did. You know, you don't want to cut this. You just want to cut a little thingy here. You're kind of making a little tab. And so I amputated that by mistake. That's the mistake I made. Yes. Absolutely. And so I won't make that mistake again. I will go like so. Can you see what I'm doing? And like so, and like so, and like so. You say a lot of so when you're doing this. I just noticed that when I was doing this earlier today, I found myself saying so a lot. I'm just Okay. Woo! We're getting there, folks. I don't know what the time is. Anyway. So now we're going to fold these in like so. I can't stop saying so. And you see, these are going to be folded in like so. And look, you're going to have this very fancy pocket with the little ridgy things here. Okay. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to do this. And this is kind of, and I'm going to get out this. Whoop, and this good stuff here. This is good stuff, but this is not really the stuff that I wanted to buy, but I ended up buying. And I wanted the other stuff. What's the other stuff? You know, it's got the long metal thing. This has got the short metal thing, but you know, it's fine. So we're going to glue this down like so. Yeah, this, oh my, I have to say that this paper is a disaster. Look at this. Oh, Becky. Oh my gosh. I am trying not to say bad words, folks. This is very hard for me not to be saying things. I am being so good tonight. If you know me, you know that I am really struggling with being G-rated. All right. Double-sided tape. Here we go. I'm sorry, folks. But anyway, we're making pockets here. And we're going to make pockets here. And how are we doing? That's... Oh, I'm on a 7-second. Do you remember that? Do you? Oh, Roy, you remember that on live TV, right? They had the delays. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do remember that. 7-second delay. That's funny. Oh my God. I do remember that. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. Everything's okay. All right. Woo. That was a workout, folks. So these are going to be pockets. Woo. And you'll do a better job. Now, this is the thing that I forgot. You got to turn it over and fold these flaps over this way. Okay. Yes, Becky is next. Yes. And now you have to make the flaps. Have my coffee and a cookie would go well. Yes. I am thinking of not coffee. I'm thinking of something a little bit different than that. That would go well. All right. So now we have to make flaps. And the flaps are 8.5 by 3 7/8. And this is something that Becky and I agreed upon because the original sizes were not... they were too big. So in comes the third bumpy braille thing. So, whew, okay. 4.5. Oh, I need to get the cutting machine out. Are you folks as tired as I am? Links are also no, there. I didn't put the links. Oh yeah, for the next thing, I didn't put the links in for this thingy though. But Becky's got the link for this skinny mini thing. So we're gonna do 8.5. And I found 8.5 was a titch too long, but I'll just do that, 8.5. Whoop. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the cat. Whoops, that's okay. And 7 3/8. That's what we decided on, right? 7 3/8. All right, here. I'm gonna need a new blade after this bumpy stuff. It's like, all right. Ugh. You know what Mary says? What a mess I have behind me. Oh my gosh, now I know what you mean. You just start tossing stuff, over your shoulder. And so this now gets attached to this. And you're going to have these beautiful, lovely flappy doos. And the flappies are going to give you endless possibilities, except you got this bumpy stuff. I wonder, it's like Velcro, right? Oh my Lord. Oh, Becky. What did I do? Becky might be setting up. I hope so. Yeah, but oh man, I can't wait for you folks to see what Becky. How many times do you lose the darn? Darn is not what I would want to say right now, but I'm saying darn pin. So you attach this here. Oh, and there's so much more. This is not even kind of close to being done, but oh man, there's a couple of more steps that I didn't even get to. But if you're interested, there is a video. It's a 4-part video. Okay. What are we doing on time, Miss Mary? Time, please. Ooh. Is Ruth still here? She is. This is a ring that I bought when we were when we were driving around Cape Breton. This is a ring that I bought. I love it. Becky has a craft and chat room on Fridays, and I have one on Thursdays. And yeah, it's kind of a form, it's like a traveler's notebook. It's kind of like a nod to, what's the French word? A nod to the Midori travelers thing. But it's different in the sense that you have these flaps. But you're right. It's size wise, it's basically the same as the Midori travelers. I have a Midori's passbook thing and I use that. That's my wallet. So look at this. Are you ready to be wowed? Woo! Woo! Now it gets complicated. You can't forget this, because this was the very first thing that we made. And Becky and I had a very deep discussion as to whether the rounded covers should be on the outside or whether they should be on the inside. Now, according to the video, they had this on the outside, and I thought, well, we didn't like this. And there was another modification that we made. It was great that Becky and I decided to work on this together. Now things get complicated because you have to insert this we have this gusset. And this, you ready? Be still your heart. This goes in here like so. What? You're going, what are they doing to me? This is mind-boggling. I'm 4 minutes over. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Becky's waiting. Becky, I'm sorry I went 4 minutes over. I am so sorry. But this will be attached in this gusset, and Becky will maybe address that. But anyway, double-sided tape, whatever you want, you insert that in there, and then you're kind of done. So watch Aunt Beck. She is going to take it to another level. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thanks again, Meri, for being who you are. And see you out on the internets. And have a good weekend, folks. And where's end screen? Bye.